Hello there, everybody. I am Alex GTE, and welcome to week 2 of the season 1 of the EDC. This week, we have faced Melodic Marole, and as you can see, the teams are there, but we're going to launch into it. No, we're going to quickly jump into a small team builder video right before we get into this battle. So this week, the team that I'm bringing this week is pretty. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I was looking at his team, which you guys see right now, which I don't because I had that in post. His team pretty much gets walled by Rosa, the Excadrill, except for his Vaporeon and his Vaporeon and his Excadrill, and not his Heracross. Fuck, man. But so I decided to prepare for that. I calced it, and if I ran Excadrill, fully invested special defense, fully invested attack, I could live any move from any special mon except for Vaporeon on his team, and either one shot or deal a shitload of damage. Especially Nidoking. Nidoking, if even if it was Life Orbed or Choice Specs, I think is the one. Yeah, Specs. Even if it was either Life Orb or Choice Specs, I still would have lived at least one hit with Excadrill, which was the big thing for me, because Excadrill is my win con for this, and I just need to play it right. With Earthquake, X is a rapid spin, and Iron Head, it could do some damage. I think he has Latios, which is his only Levitate mon, so Mold Breaker doesn't really protect him from Earthquakes. The only way he would be protected from Earthquakes is by bringing his Staraptor. I'm Assault Vested to give me more oomph to my special defense. And let's move on to Count the Raikou, who I am bringing because Hidden Power Fire, as you guys see right there. Thunderbolt for his Staraptor, Extra Sensory because coverage, Signal Beam for his Latias, and I'm running max speed, max special attack, 4 in HP, Timid Nature, just to be sure that I outspeed most of his mons, unless Choice Scarf happens. Next up, we have Daxter, the Rock Setter. Obviously, that's why he has Stealth Rocks. With the Citrus Berry, because I didn't quite know what item to put on it, so I just put a Citrus Berry in case it would have lived at like 1 or 2. It still would have gotten there, like it would have gotten enough to do another turn. You know what I mean? I gave it full speed, jolly natured, because I wanted it to outspeed anything. I was hoping that if it ever came down to a situation where it would be Aerodactyl versus Tapu Koko, that he would need to be running Modest or Adamant so that I get that little speed boost. Not speed boost, that little like speed tie. I'd break the speed tie, you know what I mean? And I'd Earthquake him, obviously. But Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Tailwind. Tailwind, I run it because, against fast teams, when I have mons like Incineroar that, even though I Choice Scarf it, might still be outsped. I want to set up that Tailwind just to get, that little boost of speed, right? After that, we have Ice Chicken, the Kyurem Black, who's Choice Scarfed. Terravolt is the only ability it has, with Dragon Claw, Fusion Bolt, Iron Head, and Zen Headbutt. I wanted to give it the most coverage that I could with giving it still some stab. That's why Dragon Claw is there. Max attack, max speed, jolly natured because of the Choice Scarf. I wanted to get every single point or stat of speed in my disposal. Because this does outspeed non-scarfed Tapu Koko, so that was a big reason why I brought this exact spread. I was hoping that I'd get the Iron Head. I'm hoping that I get Iron Head. Well, let's just face it, the battle's already done. Okay. I'm just trying not to give away too much because you guys are about to see the battle as soon as I finish explaining these two last mons. So, but yeah. So let's move on to Wanabu, the Mimikyu, who has Splash, Leech Life, Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, holding an Normalium Z because Z Splash will boost its attack by 3. If Mimikyu can sweep with 1 Swords Dance, it can completely wreck your shit with 3. So, max attack, max speed, jolly natured, 4 in special defense. Mimikyu is also one of the mons that goes through his team pretty easily. So, you know, I figured if I can find a moment where I can freely set up a Z Splash and then start sweeping, I would get the advantage. You guys are going to see how that turns out. And last but not least is the worst Incineroar set anybody's ever done. Darkest Lariat, Earthquake, Outrage, and Cross Chop. I have no fucking clue why I did not put a Fire type move on my Fire type mon, and why I left the Fire type duties to my Electric type, but you know, it still kind of put in work, so I'm not going to give too much away, but it did kind of put in work, so you guys are going to see what happens with that. It's Jolly Natured, Max Speed, Choice Scarf, Max Attack, 4 in Special Defense, because most moves that it's weak to are special. Even though it's just 4 points, you know, it could be the difference in some special cases. And with that, that wraps up this little team builder. So I hope you guys enjoy the battle. And let's get right into it. So now you guys have seen that, let's get down to it. So I'm just gonna explain that before I couldn't capture my 3DS, so I had to use Citra and everything. But now I am capturing my 3DS. So this should go a lot better than before. So let's start it off. Battle against Pokemon Trainer Marold. Yeah. Alright, so he leads off with Yoo-Hoo, the Ditto, which honestly was like my biggest fear of him bringing Ditto in this battle. I lead off with Daxter, of course, to get the rocks up because he's fast and he can get the rocks, so why not? So he turns into an Aerodactyl, which I'm thinking I can get rid of this Ditto right now, because I do have Stone Edge on my thing, but he switches out and switches into Reichenberg, which Stone Edge, he avoids the Stone Edge. Either way, Stone Edge would have done nothing to this fortress. So I set up rocks, at least get that up. Even though after I hit it, I was like, he's in his fucking Rapid Spinner right now. But he chooses to Gyro Ball and one-shot my Aerodactyl. So I go into Counts because Counts has a Hidden Power Fire, specifically built to take down this fortress, which he sees coming and switches out into Ditto. Now I'm going for Hidden Power Fire, so you know, who knows how much that's going to do to a Raikou, because he's going to get my stats except for HP. So let's see. Hidden Power Fire against another Raikou does decent damage. I was surprised by how much it did. I was like, that's good, because I'm slowly whittling down his Ditto. He uses HP Fire back to me, which is super effective for some reason. Did it just say super effective? Or maybe, I don't know if it was a different hidden power since his IVs were different. I don't know, maybe. But he sends out his Florges. And this battle, I sent out my Incineroar because I'm thinking Florges is frail as fuck defensively, physically defensively. I'm going to Earthquake this thing and just one-shot it. Keep in mind that I'm not calcing any of this while I am battling, so I'm not like, oh, okay, so this will work on this, or I'm just going off of what I'm just basically trying to do like quick calculations in my head to be like, okay, well, this is the move I should be doing. I send out Ice Chicken to cure him because I do have Iron Head on it, specifically to take out Florges and Tapu Koko, who is also there. But yeah, so he withdraws Florges. I kinda... No, I didn't see it. That's not the right part. Sorry, I'm kinda confused trying to do this quickly. I use Iron Head. I did not see the switch coming out. It did nothing. I'm Choice Scarfed into Iron Head right now. I take Rocky Helmet damage. He gets healed by the Wish, which is not ideal. So I switch out, back into Raikou, Hidden Power Fire, of course. Hoping that he's going to stay in. He Rapid Spins, gets rid of my rocks. I have no more rocks that hurt. So, the rocks, chip rock damage is not a thing that I can use anymore, unfortunately. He switches out back into Florges. I'm using Hidden Power. Florges is a special wall. It's on its own without any investments, so it's going to eat it up, no problem. I switch out into Rosa. Rosa, to me, in this battle was my win condition because it walled his entire team. He uses Moonblast. I'm Assault Vested, fully invested special defense. This does nothing. It does literally 32 damage. So he gets the leftovers recovery. Now I'm thinking go for... Wait, what am I thinking? He sends out Reichenberg. I don't think I went for Iron Head. I went for Earthquake. Yeah, I was thinking go for Earthquake. He's probably going to switch out. I was hoping that he'd switch out the Tapu Koko and I could just one-shot it here, but that's obvious that's not what happened. So I just kept going for Earthquake. I figure I'm going to knock him out at one point. I'm just doing as much damage as I can because this Reichenberg really just fucks my shit. He sets up rocks. Of course, I have my Rapid Spinner out, but yeah. So he switches out into Heracross, which I use Rapid Spin, get rid of the rocks, and do a little bit of damage to him. And then he gets burned by his Flame Ward because he's Guts. This is probably my best move of the game. Unfortunately, I switch out into Mimikyu, which is immune to his fighting type moves as he goes for a close combat. I should have switched out Mimikyu right here, but I don't, and kind of ends up costing me later on because he goes into Reichenberg, which of course I'm going to Z-Splash. I did not think that he would switch out. But he did. I Z-Splashed to boost my attack by 3 because Mimikyu can sweep and could sweep his team. But I use Shadow Sneak. I'm hoping that this takes him out, but it doesn't. It gets him close to. I get hit by Rocky Helmet. He sets up rocks again. I use Leech Life. Just to get just because I don't know why I used Leech Life, I just did. It's just like any move I click, unless he switches out, I kill. So I just clicked it. I got hit with Rocky Helmet damage. He sends out his Staraptor Estrella, which I should have switched out. I wasted Disguise on this U-turn, which was pretty bad. He's going to send out his Heracross, and I'm going to miss the play rough. Guaranteed play rough hits, Heracross is dead. That's super effective, no question about it. He uses Stone Edge. Goodbye, Mimikyu. Unfortunately, Mimikyu did, took out Reichenberg, I don't know how to fucking pronounce that name, but took out Reichenberg, that's all it did. I'm sending out Ice Chicken, the Garchomp. the Curem, because I am running Zen Headbutt, which is pretty much my only defense against Heracross. Yeah, see, Heracross gets one shot. So he sends out his Tapu Koko, which this is literally like, this part is literally like the Battle of Legends, because I'm choosing to Zen Headbutt. So I flinched him and did about half. So I'm feeling good about this. I was hoping that was a low roll and that I'd get a high roll here and knock him out. I did it. I know I'm gonna live this. I did Dazzling Gleam. No, I'm not gonna live the Dazzling Gleam. No, that was. I was thinking about Rosa for some reason. I'm everywhere right now. But I send out Rosa because Rosa is the hard counter to this motherfucker. Now he's going to do, I'm pretty sure he's doing the Tapu exclusive one. And this is full 4Z move. Yeah, he's doing Guardian of Alola, which won't kill me because Guardian of Alola doesn't kill, it just brings you close to it. So, and plus I resist because it is a fairy type move. So see, I'm going to live. And I use Rapid Spin to get rid of those rocks and kill his Tapu Koko at the same time. So yeah, so he sends out Ditto. Here's another time where I should have switched out. I should have, because he transforms into Rosa, and he's Choice Scarfed. He uses Earthquake and knocks out Rosa. I should have switched out Rosa into Incineroar, which I calced it would have lived that Earthquake, and thanks to Choice Scarf, would have outsped as he would have outsped, and I would have knocked him out. So instead of being at my 2 last mons right now, I believe I would have been. Yeah, instead of being at 2 last mons, I would have been at 3 mons, and I would have prevented the cancer you're about to see from happening. Oh, I kind of feel like speeding this up, but I switch out to Raikou because I figure I could get some good damage off, maybe get a paralysis. He uses Calm Mind. I am not happy with how this battle turned out. So he's boosting himself, and then he gets the recovery from leftovers. I go Thunderbolt. I'm hoping I can at least get some decent damage, which I do. I don't get the para. He goes for Wish. He goes for Wish. I go again for Thunderbolt, hoping I could do more damage. I get a crit. And I'm like, oh man, if I could just get lucky and get another crit right away, which 2 back-to-back crits has happened before for me, for everybody. Maybe I could do it. I know that he's healing because of Wish and because of leftovers. A crit at this range, doing the same damage as the last one, would have knocked him out for sure. So I go for Thunderbolt, and I don't get the crit. He goes for Wish again. Oh man. Reliving this bullshit again is just making me sad. He goes for Protect, so he can get the Wish healing. He's full HP again. I go for Thunderbolt again. He uses Calm Mind. I don't even know. Like, it feels like I don't even need to to commentate the battle anymore because it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. At this point, I'm figuring like, okay, I'm gonna switch out to Incineroar. I know I'll outspeed. I'm gonna try an Earthquake it to death, because it's been bulking up specially. So I'm still in that mindset that, oh, it has shit physical defense. I may be able to knock it out. Well, it lags a little bit. But he uses Protect. I used Earthquake, obviously, and now I'm choiced into Earthquake, which may have not been the best move, because if he would have switched into his... So I go for Earthquake, and here's the realization that you fucking bring a physically bulky... what's his face? And of course, even though it's neutral, because of all the Calm Minds, he one-shots my Incineroar with Moonblast. And now it's 2-1. The only Pokemon I have left is Raikou. I send in Raikou. And he's going. I get one last Thunderbolt off, hoping that I get the crit of crits. I don't. He's gonna end me off with a Moonblast. Unfortunately, that's game. His win con was wish stalling me. He played that excellently. Me, I'm fucking pissed off because of it. I was pissed off because of it back when it happened. I'm still pissed off rewatching it. For me, if you play like that, you're a piece of shit. No offense to Milotic Marold. That was his win condition, and he played it well, and I respect him as a competitor. But recover stalling, wish stalling, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that and timer stalling is that is the most bullshit way to win battles, and I fucking hate it when it happens. He actually apologized to me for doing it because he knows how much bullshit it is. But that was his win con, and he played it. My win con was Rosa. Had I kept Rosa alive, I would have outsped and probably one-shot his Florges. Mimikyu could have, had I not wasted it and wasted his disguise, could have done something to that. Could have probably one-shot that Staraptor. Raikou, while not outspeeding it, could have also one-shot it. You know, there are situations I could have put myself to be better off to win this battle, but how this battle went down for this time, like maybe next time that I battle him, I'll have like a different strategy in mind, or I'll prep better or whatever. But this battle was really, he had control from beginning to end, while somehow making me feel like I still had a way to win. But I even asked him to send me his sets so I can do some calcs just to see, had I done stuff, would I have been able to win. And just because his Staraptor was Choice Scarfed, even if I had saved Rosa, I would have still lost. But I mean, you know, we're 1-0. This was a 2-0. We're 1-1, not 1-0. This was a 2-0 loss, so. We're 1-1 plus 4. We're still looking good. Next week we're battling Inazuna, our good friend that I've never won a league battle against Inu. I've won some battles against Inu, but never a league one. Here's hoping that this is the time that we beat him so we can climb back up the standings. But yeah. So, if you guys want to root for the Montreal X-Clouds and you enjoy this kind of content, click the subscribe button, like the comment down below, and then like the video. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys will tune in next week, and will tune in to watch my other videos. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see. I don't know what the fuck this. I don't know what this outro is anymore. Ciao. Oh god.